This meeting will now proceed to the election of a Deputy Speaker. Before calling for nominations, I have to remind members that in terms of the National Constitution and the Provincial Constitution and the rules of the Chief Justice, each nomination must be submitted on the prescribed form. Furthermore, I have to draw the attention of members especially to Section 111 of the National Constitution and Section 20(3)(a) of the Western Cape Constitution, in terms of which no person may be elected as a Deputy Speaker unless he or she is qualified to take his or her seat as a member of the Provincial Parliament. I also have to inform members that in terms of Item 4 of Part A of Schedule 3 to the National Constitution and Item 4 of Schedule 2 of the Western Cape Constitution, there may be no debate. There will now be an opportunity for nominations.
Speaker, ek Ivan Henry Meyer as lid van die Wes-Kaapse Provinsiale Parlement benoem hiermee die volgende persoon as kandidaat as adjunct-speaker: Petrus Johannes Christian Pretorius.
Is there any seconder to this nomination?
Achtbare Speaker, teens Botha, ek sekondeer hierdie nominasie.
Are there any further nominations?
Honorable Speaker, my name is Trudy Dijana. I would like to nominate Honorable Sharon David as the Deputy Speaker of this House. Thank you.
Is there any seconder to this nomination?
Somlomo, Kobodile Janji, the Casa Hlonitshwa David.
Thank you. Are there any further nominations? If not, that concludes the nominations. Since more than one candidate, okay, let's get the papers quickly, sorry.
Speaker, I have satisfied myself that the nomination papers have been properly completed.
Since more than one candidate has been nominated, a secret ballot will take place in terms of Item 6 of Part A of Schedule 3 of the National Constitution and Item 6 of Schedule 2 of the Western Cape Constitution. I now suspend proceedings in order to allow ballot papers to be prepared. Proceedings will be resumed after the bells have rung for 5 minutes. Be seated, please. Okay. The ballot will now be taken. When members' names are called out, they must please go to the table of the assistant returning officers to receive their ballot papers. Each member must then proceed to the polling booth to mark the ballot paper by placing a cross in the space opposite the name of the candidate for whom he or she desires to vote. The member must fold the ballot paper and return it to the assistant returning officers at the table. The ballot paper must be folded in such a manner that the official mark can be seen by the assistant returning officer at the ballot box. After the assistant returning officer has noted the official mark, the member must place the ballot paper in the ballot box. When members receive their ballot papers, they are requested to pass behind the chair to the voting booth to enable a smooth flow. I wish to point out to members to inform the returning officer if they inadvertently spoiled a ballot paper before the ballot paper is placed in the ballot box. Should members fail to do so, a spoiled ballot paper will be treated as an invalid ballot paper and will not be considered when counting the votes.
Carol Beerwinkel. Teens Botha. Lorraine Botha. Anton Bredel.
Are there any members who have not voted and wish to do so? If not, I now suspend proceedings to enable the returning officer to count the votes and report to me. The bells will be rung for 5 minutes before the resumption of proceedings. Please be seated. Thank you. I have received a written report from the returning officer that the result of the ballot is as follows. Number of ballot papers issued, 40. Number of ballot papers received, 40. Number of spoilt ballots, 0. Sharon Winona Davids, 14. Petrus Johannes Christian Pretorius, 26. In terms of item 6C of Part A of Schedule 3, Order of the National Constitution, and item 6C of Schedule 2 of the Western Cape Constitution, I accordingly declare Petrus Johannes Christian Pretorius duly elected Deputy Speaker of the Provincial Parliament. On behalf of all the members here present, I congratulate you on having been elected Deputy Speaker of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament. Will two members please conduct the Deputy Speaker to the chair? Congratulations.
Order. It's nice to be back. Honourable members, I'm honoured and humbled by the opportunity to again serve you as your Deputy Speaker. I'm under no illusion of the challenges of the position, and I want to assure the House that I will continue at all times to fulfil this function to the best of my abilities, in an impartial way and always in the interest of our institution. Madam Speaker, while you are fresh in your new position, which is a demanding one, I want to assure you of my full support at all times. Right, we've reached the end of the